There's no place like home for me. Here are the friends I wanna see. And there's that little funny street. I used to walk it by bare feet. Look, there's my own tree. They saved it just for me, and now I'm as happy as I can be. Because everything burns inside your feelings. Try to fight, but then you think there's no place like home for me. When I thought it was time to go.
Oh, long time no see. Volume to there. It's been about 2 weeks since my last live stream. I admit it's been a while. There's been a lot going on in my life that I would, thank you Matzo, that I would like to talk about while also streaming some more Naruto. Essentially, 2 weeks ago, the company I was working for, Pound World, went into insolvency. Which basically means poof, into smoke. Bye-bye company. I was made redundant, which in other words is the same way, it's another way of telling someone they're completely worthless and useless now. So, I've been very down for the past 2 weeks. Like, majorly down for the past 2 weeks. But I'm alright now. I just remembered that I'm playing as a pregnant lady. That this is where I am in the game. I'm playing as a pregnant lady. So if anybody has any questions about the past 2 weeks, anything about the current format for Sushi Bites, anything like that you want to talk about, feel free to fire me some questions. The baby is top secret. She's obviously fucking pregnant. Like, look at the big fat stomach. Not how I remember it. Well, go on. Tell me your thoughts on the episode a day and the format. Because it's not set in stone. If people don't like the way Sushi Bites is, they should comment that they don't like the way it is. It's cool.
Hello.
It's not as if this is goodbye forever. Not so much the commentary, but hey, I suppose it's more about the gameplay. Well, Sushi Bites was always meant to be a show about discovering Japanese games and learning about Japanese games. The show began in a format like it is now, where it was more commentary as I played, that was then cut together. Then the show became a scripted post-commentary, recorded, nicely cut. Thank you, Keshi. That's what we're talking about right now, actually, is there was a point when Sushi Bites was this very highly edited show with a full script. And then I remembered that originally the show began in a form much more like how it is now, where it's my experiences firsthand with a game. Tomorrow's game is a Naruto game. It's a Naruto game tomorrow. She got that to look forward to.
Kushina?
Oh, are you the one who was sent to meet me?
Yes. Are you ready to go?
Am I ready to go? Yes.
I'm ready.
Why would I not be ready?
Alright then.
What else is there to do?
Time has finally come. I'm starting to get nervous. And so I headed off toward the barrier. Minato and some other medical ninja joined me inside the barrier, and then I went into labor.
Yay!
To be
Labor!
honest, I was a bit anxious since it was my first time, and I was worried about the seal, too. But Minato was there by my side through the whole thing. He helped me feel like everything was going to be okay.
Dad.
And then things got, pretty rough. You being a guy and all, I don't think you'd be able to understand.
I guess it was tough, even for you, Mom.
You better believe it. I was going through childbirth, after all. It hurt like crazy. It took forever for you to come out, and the Ninetales went berserk. But, little by little, I was filled with happiness that I was having a baby. And then, with a strong little cry, you were born.
Yay! Naruto is born.
I'm a father now.
Naruto, we finally meet.
All right, I know it's rough having just given birth, but we need to completely suppress the Ninetales again.
What? It's Madara.
Step away from the Jinchuriki, or else this child will die after its first minute.
God's sake, Madara.
Kushina, the Ninetale seal.
Hurry up and move away from the Jinchuriki. Don't you care what happens to your little brat?
Wait, stay calm.
I can see so much more of your face now.
For yourself.
Okay.
I am supreme.
Why? Because I'm not wearing glasses. Don't worry, come Monday, I will be wearing my shades when I stream. Bitchin'.
Impressive. However,
My brand new prescription shades. Not sure what that gesture is about. Sounded a bit like Andy Parsons there. I'm not sure what that gesture is about. Yeah.
He forced me to use the flying rising jutsu. His target was Kushina, so he separated us. Gotta hurry.
Not just you, though. I see a lot. Huh?
What do you want?
What do you see? What is there to see?
What?
the Ninetale seal has weakened due to childbirth, and that troublesome Minato.
He's Masked Man, not Madara. Get it right. The Masked Man is Toby, is Madara. They're the same person. Next you're gonna tell me it's not Proto Man, it's Break Man. Well, here's the problem, Keshi. Were you here for the Noddy and the Magic Book live stream? Because if you were, remember back to the minigames in that game. They say lose with 2 O's when you fail. Yeah, it's so bad that we live in a society. It's not Proto Man, it's Kamen Rider. Ah, so this is how the Ninetales was freed. It was when Naruto was born. Aha.
Wait.
My. You Uzumaki clan are just amazing. You don't die right away when the tailed beast is extracted. You were his Jinchuriki. I'll let you die by his hand.
No, Kushina! Naruto, your mother is dead. Go get an order of ramen for dinner.
They don't call you
Okay,
Flash for
Daddy.
nothing, but you're too late.
Minato. Naruto.
Well, I'm on episode 202 of Shippuden right now, but I have been skipping all of the filler, and at least 42 episodes of the first 200 are filler.
Stop
At least
that
42.
man and the Ninetales. They're planning to hit the Hidden Leaf Village.
I haven't got to here yet in the show.
He flew away again. Oh well.
So the game is still ahead of where I am, but I'm up to the 5 Kage Summit in the show, which is around episode 200.
Just be with Naruto.
Naruto. Minato. Thank you. Good luck.
He's so badass.
I'll be right back.
Thank you, Keshi. I appreciate that. Of course, you being well aware of the situation regarding my employment right now. Let me tell you an interesting story, actually. So, I file my redundancy application to get my monies that the company owes me, that the company now cannot pay me, because they don't exist. So, I filled in my application, and I get an email back telling me how it's going. And they tell me that if I do not seek to mitigate my loss of income, they may deduct my expected earnings through things like JSA from my redundancy payment. So in other words, if I don't go straight away and jump on job seeker's allowance, they will rob me of my money. And apparently, they are allowed to do this, even though it's my money that I earned through 4 years of blood, tears, and fucking sweat. They are allowed to take it from me. So, my job center interview is on Thursday morning. Yeah, Sushi, about a week ago, my glasses broke. So I had to go get an eye test on the Monday morning. And this Monday morning at 10 o'clock, I'll be picking up my new pair of regular glasses and my new pair of prescription shades. Tinted blue. Badass. So yeah, that's why I don't have glasses. And you can't go straight onto job seekers, you have to wait a month after that interview. Yeah, but the important thing is, I go to the interview, get that all set up, right? Then, if the government turns around and says you didn't attempt to mitigate loss of funds, I can say, well, yes, I did attempt to mitigate loss of funds. I have this job account. I have an up-to-date CV. I went to the job center and went on an application for the job center and had a job center interview. Therefore, I am attempting to mitigate the loss of funds. so I'm protected either way. How did you get on with the links I sent? I haven't applied for either of those yet. Today I applied for... there is a bar job going in the village that I've applied for, and the other one was the Odeon in Canterbury. I've applied for a guest experience assistant. Essentially sales assistant, but in a cinema sense. You know, serving popcorn, cleaning, that sort of thing. I might have to clean up a bit of sick every now and then, but the money is £2 up on minimum wage, so... Yeah, Odeon sounds like a fun place to work. It does. Yeah, I really hope I do get another job soon. I'm waiting on my previous boss to get back to me, because he had some things in the pipeline, but in the meantime, I'll do the job centre interview, and look for a job, and go through all that again. The worst part was, when I was last on Job Seekers, I was in a much worse place than I am now. Like, mentally, really fucking bad. Now, I've mentioned before on live streams, especially when I was streaming Nier, about how bad my life got at certain points. And yeah, the last time my life was like that, I was on Job Seekers. So the idea of going back on Job Seekers dredges up all that past. And I was very, very down yesterday. But I've come to terms with it now, and I've accepted it. I've accepted it. I have to go on Job Seekers, otherwise they're going to take my money away. It's just the truth of it. Okay, Sushi. Listen to this. The people who were coming to install the new line, one person turned up, saw that it was a two-man job, said they couldn't do it, and left. The next person who came wasn't even aware they had to install a new line. They thought they were just testing a line for faults. So now the next group of OpenReach people who are supposed to come and install a line are on Wednesday. So no, we haven't changed ISP yet. We had a scare with PlusNet because we had cancelled the direct debit. We had a scare when we couldn't access any web pages and it came up and said, oh, there's no payment information. But we've got 2 months left on the contract anyway, so we're just going to go through with it. As is. Yeah, they sort of spooked us with the, oh, there's no payment information, you can't access web pages, blah, blah, blah. If you do, there will be a fixed fee, this, that, and the other. Fucking nonsense. Anyway, so the new line is being installed on Wednesday. Hopefully, as soon as the line is installed, we can jump straight over. PlusNet aren't threatening us, no, but I mean, all these companies use language that feels threatening, even if it's not. I wouldn't dare say they're threatening us, because that's legally actionable. That could be considered libel or slander. However, saying that the language they used felt threatening is perfectly legal for me to say. And the language they used felt threatening.
Don't worry. Your father will get rid of that bad man soon. Naruto. Look at you, Minato. You've already lost your head over this baby.
No, I just thought Naruto would like it, you know?
I can't believe you bought that when he hasn't even been born yet. You're really being hasty, you know.
Naruto.
I'm looking forward to the stream not cutting out. Well, cutting out less. I wouldn't ever say it won't cut out.
Did you?
Yep,
But
he moved.
the company we're going with,
See,
because
I told you he
because
lied.
we run a company from this address, the company that we're going with, when they do a business
As long as
line,
Naruto's happy.
if it cuts out,
What are you going on about?
you know,
You and I are gonna have lots
they
of fun
will
as
have
we
it
go
back
on,
up
okay,
within
Naruto?
a certain amount of time.
That's right.
Like, they care about that.
We'll always be together.
That's the difference, is the customer service. Trying to remember the name of the ISP we're going with. But it's business. It's business and company orientated, as opposed to being consumer first and then with a business sector like PlusNet was. I think the mistake was using PlusNet for business.
It was
Really, we should have gone with a
shelf
different
over there.
provider for business to begin with. Am I going to have to walk over there to pick it up? No, this is still cutscene. That's alright. Talk about things you like to do. If you have a stream, then you won't have a stream. The ERB Inc. business. I sponge off a business connection. To lighten the mood a bit, I visited Kat's stream the other night, because I hadn't seen a stream of hers in ages. She was really jealous that I'm going to Japan. What, just her? I'm really jealous too, Keshi.
Watch out!
Notification.
Father.
It's Twitch. Vinesource is playing No Man's Sky.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
Everything's
I'm streaming at the same time as Vinny, so there's no hope in hell.
I'm gonna be a dad soon.
So, which one of us do you think he'll take after more?
Doesn't matter. He's our son.
Why are the images stretching as they fade out?
Naruto, I can't wait to meet you.
Yeah.
I would say record yourself walking around, Keshi, but to be honest, I'm already subbed to a YouTube channel that does that. That just walks around Japan and takes video of it. A guy called GQ, who turned up for a Soy Bomb stream some time back.
Thank you. Minato.
So I don't need you to film yourself walking around. That's a bit too much.
Minato.
But anything cool, and especially if you see any mascots, you gotta take a photo of any mascots you see.
Our son.
Oh, vlogs. Yes. Yes, I am very interested. That is a very tasty proposition. Gamma Bunta.
Minato! Lord Fourth! I know. Sorry. Minato, teleported the Nine Tails with you?
Minato teleports the Nine Tails to King Kai's planet. Not again! Rhiannon, welcome! How's it been going for you, Rhiannon, these past 2 weeks? It's been going...